Here's a look back at the Biennial General Meeting of the African Parliamentarians Network Against Corruption, APNAC, held from November 7th to 9th at the Elisa Hotel in Accra, hosted by the Parliament of Ghana under the theme Repositioning APNAC in the Fight Against Corruption, Overcoming Current and Emerging Challenges. Before the Biennial General Meeting, the outgoing board held its last session at the Parliament House on Wednesday, the 6th of November, 2025, to discuss key issues and strategies to ensure the event's success. The solemn opening ceremony was presided over by the Right Honorable Dr. Louis Behunu Vlavonu, President of APNAC Africa, 2022 to 2025, and Speaker of the National Assembly of Benin. The event was honored by the presence of the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, who granted the keynote address. Over 175 participants from across the continent, including delegates and distinguished guests, attended the ceremony. The following national chapters were represented both in person and online: Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and the southern bloc of APNAC, SAPNAC. The Honorable Oseche Mensah Bonsu, former president of APNAC Africa, 2013 to 2018, delivered the inaugural address on the theme, Strengthening Parliamentary Oversight and Accountability. This was followed by 3 high-level roundtables focusing on the following key topics: strengthening parliamentary diplomacy to advance the implementation of international anti-corruption instruments, securing international donor support for APNAC programs, enhancing e-governance and open data platforms for public oversight, leveraging technology and innovation to combat corruption. At the conclusion of the proceedings, several important resolutions were adopted. A major highlight was the thorough and constructive review of the APNAC Constitution, which was adopted by unanimous consensus of the delegates. The key reforms approved are as follows. The board will expand from 10 to 11 members, including the president and 2 representatives from each of the 5 regions of the continent. The executive committee is constituted by the president, along with the 4 vice presidents, 1 from each of the other 4 regions where the president does not belong to. After lengthy discussions on the term of office of the members of the board, it has been decided to maintain it at 2 years, renewable only once. The presidents of parliaments, national assemblies may serve as either the president or the sponsor of their respective national chapter, depending on the structure of each chapter and, where applicable. Former parliamentarians who have shown exceptional commitment to the fight against corruption may, upon request and with the approval of the board, obtain active membership status on an individual basis. However, they may not hold the position of president or vice president of the board. National chapters within a region may form regional caucuses to organize their activities. APNAC reaffirms its commitment to the objectives and principles of the fight against corruption, including preventive measures, the criminalization, detection, and punishment of corruption-related offenses, and the establishment of mechanisms for judicial cooperation and assistance. APNAC also upholds the monitoring frameworks of the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, the African Union Convention on Preventing and Combating Corruption, the OECD Convention on Combating Bribery of Foreign Public Officials in International Business Transactions, the International Anti-Corruption Conference, IACC, and the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. After consultations upon the nominations received and approved by consensus, the members of the new board are as follows. President, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin. Vice President in charge of Legal Affairs, Senator Dr. Pierre Flambeau Ngayop, Cameroon, Central Africa. Vice President in charge of Administration and Mobilization, Senator Professor Telesphore Ngarambe, Rwanda, East Africa. Vice President in charge of Finances and Audit, Honorable Chief Murambiwa Witness Bungu, Zimbabwe, Southern Africa. Vice President in charge of Learning and Knowledge Management, position pending for North Africa. Member for Central Africa, Honorable Jean-Pierre Pasi Zapamba Buka, DR Congo. Member for East Africa, Honorable Shakil Shabir, Kenya. Member for Southern Africa, Honorable Mutinta Mazoka, Zambia. Member for West Africa, Honorable Madi M.K. Cisse, The Gambia. Member for West Africa, Honorable Kofi Maroskona, Côte d'Ivoire. Member for North Africa, pending. The APNAC Secretariat, based in the premises of the Parliament of Ghana, is headed by Mr. Fabrice Fifonsi, Executive Director and member ex officio of the board. The APNAC Africa Board dearly acknowledges the Parliament of Ghana for hosting the event and also sincerely thanks all participants and stakeholders for their valuable contributions and engagement, while looking forward to continuing these conversations and strengthening partnerships to eradicate corruption on the continent under the new mandate and beyond.